Guys, Carl here, North Coast Constrictors, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday I uploaded a video and it was the very first time that I've done a video where I had background music. You see, I'm trying to up my game here. Now, I had a comment to say that the music's too loud and it's drowning out my voice. Now, hopefully if you're watching this and there's music playing in the background, it's just right. Okay, so what it did is it gave me another excuse to make another video. So in this video I want to show you some more of my hatchlings, and the ones that I didn't chat about yesterday. But before I do that, I'd also like to show you guys a beautiful male that I picked up, adult proven breeder. Okay, oh, he's in the blue and he's in his water bowl. Now guys, I'm a big fan of sugar. Sugar, calico, I know there's a big debate on whether sugar and calico are the same gene, like coral glow and banana and butter and lesser. And shoot me now, I'm one of those guys that believe there's no difference between banana and coral glow, and there's no difference between lesser and butter, but I do believe there is a difference between sugar and calico. Now what I have here is a sugar, a pastel sugar male. Okay, I just believe that sugar adds to, and also pastel adds these higher white sides here, and obviously pastel gives it a lot of coloration, and I believe that the calico is a slightly darker gene, but I believe when you put pastel into either calico and sugar, you see a very big difference. Now I do have a hatchling fire calico, but he's a hatchling, so it's not really good to compare. But this boy here is a pastel sugar. That's what he's marked at, that's what he was sold at, adult proven breeder. Just love those markings on him. And I am going to be doing something very special with the sugar gene. I'm not going to talk about it until I do it. Otherwise, I'm just giving my shit away. And when I say giving it away, I mean the information. I may as well not do a video on it when I actually do it. Okay, so that's the only reason why I'm not saying anything about it now. But I love sugar. I especially have to, as far as I'm concerned. And guys, please always remember that when I make my videos, this is always my own opinion. You gotta have pastel in sugar. I believe you have to have yellow belly in sugar, or fire, or all three, or both, or whatever. But on its own, no, I believe that fire and yellow belly and pastel are either one or two or all three are absolute necessities in the sugar or the calico gene. It's like everyone gives pastel a bad name, but have you seen pastel desert ghost? Look what pastel does to get desert ghost. In fact, everyone was hating on pastel, especially in clown, recently. And in fact, old Justin Kabalka just came out with a video now going, we love pastel, we love pastel. I've never ever hated pastel. I love pastel. I've got pastel in so many of my snakes, and I intend to keep pastel in my snakes. You just have to mix it with the right genes. Pastel clown was getting a lot of flack. Because it's not the prettiest of snakes. So here we go, is a female pastel clown, visual pastel clown. I still think she's stunning. Okay, a lot of guys don't like pastel in the clown. You know, she's an adult now. I mean, she's a 2020, December 2020, so she's 2 years old. She's gonna breed for me this coming season. But I'm adding genes into her to brighten this up and to make these patterns sharper. You know, obviously if you take a normal clown female, and I'm going to try and find one of my clown females that is, let's have a look here. This would be a better example here if I don't get bitten. She's quite a feisty. Okay, now here's a clown versus a pastel clown. Okay, now you can clearly see, you know, much darker, lot sharper. This seems to kind of almost like muddy it out a little bit. Okay, especially from the dorsal down, you know, this is a lot sharper. The contrast between the tans and the dark brown, very different. Looks more yellow. So clown, sure, on its own, probably a nicer looking snake. Okay. However, if you take a snake like this, which is pastel clown, and you add fire to it, and you get a firefly, then you get this. Okay. Now this is exactly the same snake, but with fire added into it. So this is a pastel fire clown. And you take it a step further, and you add some yellow belly in here. You put, you know, you can just, you guys play around, use your imagination. Brightening genes. Now imagine this in Desert Ghost. Imagine a firefly Desert Ghost clown. Okay. All right, so you can make pastel clown into something spectacular. Now I've also produced oh, she's getting big. She is big. She's an adult proven breeder. And I did pull out one of my firefly clowns yesterday, a hatchling, and this is what she looks like here. But we do believe, and I've spoken about this before, we do believe that this latest clutch of clowns have got the lace gene. However, from going forward now, I'm going to call it my Dinka project, okay? Because it, just to be safe, and until I've proved lace in it, I'm not going to, in my heart, I'm gonna believe and hope that I've got lace, but it's my Dinka project. But this is basically the baby version of that, but you can clearly see, I think they're going to be very, very different. But this is a firefly clown, Dinka. And when I say Dinka, I mean lace. Now this is a pastel clown. So the first girl that I pulled out. Now this would be the baby version of her. Okay, very, very different. Very, very different. Which is why I believe this has also got lace. Sorry, Dinka. Okay, Dinka until proven lace. Okay, that's my stance on that subject at the moment. Guys, so what I want to do now is I want to pull out a couple of 100% het desert ghosts that I made this year. A lot of people stay away from spider. Not a lot, but okay, I don't want to give a figure of who stays away from spider. Some people stay away from spider, some people love spider. As far as the visual effect, spider is very, very appealing, but people are scared of it because of the neurological defects. Head wobble, corkscrewing, stargazing. There have been some very severe cases. However, you get that with other snakes as well, lethal combinations, okay? Now, I have got spider in my, I'm talking about maybe champagne, hidden gene woma, things like that, okay? If you breed them together, you can have problems. I've got champagne in my collection. I have got spider in my collection. And in fact, I have a spider. I actually can't open the drawer now because it's right where the camera is, where the camera stand is. I've got an Enchi spider, 100% het exantic VPR, and she's got a corkscrew. Her head, you know, if I pick her up and take her out of the tub, she tends to kind of stargaze and whatever. However, put her back in. If you turn her upside down, she rights herself immediately. You put her back in there, she's perfect. She eats like a beast. She breeds. She's a perfectly healthy snake, except for a bit of a, you know, like someone that's drunk. Very drunk. Then I've also got this bumblebee here. Sorry, let me pull her out so that I can show you. Zero. Oh, and she's also in her water bowl. We're in the middle of summer here, guys. We are absolutely right in the middle of summer. Outside right now, it's about 30-something degrees Celsius. Okay, now this is a bumblebee, which is a pastel spider. Okay. Can you see one hint of a neurological defect on this snake? This is a possible clean gene. This snake is also 2 years old. No, I beg your pardon. Yeah, she's nearly 2 years old. She's 21 months old. Absolutely zero. Guys, and we're looking at flat out spider here, eh? Whoa, what was that? Did you give me a little yawn? Okay. I've had her since she was a hatchling. She's a stunning snake. Look at those colors. I mean, bumblebee. I'm holding her like this so that I want you to just see for a fact that she is exactly like any other ball python, and she's also a spider. Okay, so you get it and you don't get it. It can happen, but what a magnificent looking snake. Okay, all right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a couple of 100% het desert ghosts that are produced, and 2 of them have got the spider gene in it. Okay, the sire was this beautiful boy over here. Okay, this is my stud boy, single gene desert ghost male, absolute stud, will lock up to a hose pipe. He is about 1400 grams. He's just a single gene, 5-year-old adult proven breed of desert ghost. I use him to create hets, 100% hets. If I've got a whole bunch of females that have got no recessive genes in them, or they have 100% het recessive for something, but they're not snakes that'll sell too well, I'll throw this, and they're multi-genes. For example, they got 3 or 4 or even 5 dominant and incomplete dominant genes. I'll throw this boy onto them and create as snakes that have got as many of those genes as I can, and all 100% het for desert ghost. And then whatever females I produce, keep them back, breed them straight back to desert ghost to make visual desert ghost with all those genes. Now, one of the females that he paired to up this year was this female here, which is a leopard enchi butter spider. And I'll pull her out, and she's also wrapped up in her water bowl. Now guys, this has also got spider in it, okay? Also, zero head wobble, nothing whatsoever, okay? She's just doesn't like to come out the dirt thing. But now look how beautiful this snake is, okay? Leopard enchi butter spider. Okay, now she paired to that male that I'm going to show you now. Well, that male that I've just shown you. And what I'm going to do, before I handle my hatchlings, and I've handled other snakes in my collection, I'll always disinfect. Always. I don't know, it's just one of those things. I've just done a delivery of snakes, hatchlings to a client. I've been in their facility, I've showered, I've washed myself, I've disinfected before I come into my snake room. Very important. Let's start off with this butter spider. Alright, so this is one of the hatchlings from that pairing. Okay, from the dad I showed you is a desert ghost, and this is a butter spider 100% het desert ghost, and that's the mommy there that I pulled out now. Okay, so butter spider 100% het DG. I'm gonna hold the snake like that. Just show you that there's Maybe my hands are shaking a little bit. Okay, I'll use 2 hands. No head wobble, no corkscrew, just a little hatchling with spider cruising around. And she's a female, 100% het desert ghost. Butter, spider, 100% het desert ghost. A holdback that's going to be pairing. Hello, you. Okay, let me pull out another one. This other one that I'm about to pull out now has got 1 extra gene. And she's a stunner. She got the Enshi gene as well. So this is a butter Enshi. 100% het desert ghost. Okay. She's very shy. She doesn't like to come out at all. She hates posing for photographs. She doesn't like to be on camera. I'm trying to show you guys just how beautiful this snake is. Okay. You can see the Enshi influence there. But I also want you guys to notice no head wobble. Okay. Even when I hold her like that. 100% het DG, but full on spider. Butter Enshi, spider, 100% het desert ghost. Perfectly normal. And a holdback. Female holdback. Gonna be bred back to whatever visual male desert ghost is appropriate at the time in 2025. And I'll show you the last snake that we got from that pairing. It was a snake that didn't hit the spider gene, but it hit all the others. So what we're looking at here, they got all the other genes except for spider. So this is a leopard Enshi butter, 100% het DG, and also a female. Okay, absolute cracker of a snake. Beautiful, my favorite so far of the holdbacks. If you look at those eyes, if I don't mess up the focus here, because I know that, you know, some cameras, her eyes have got a bit of blue tinge in them. Okay, but I mean, she's an absolute stunner. And then from another clutch with that same, whoa, very quick to escape, we have got another, I've got just a straight pastel, 100% het desert ghost, if I can find where I've put it. I'm such a tool. Where did I put this? I've lost the snake. Enshi pod. I know where it is. It'll be in clutch number 5. There we go. You see, you gotta know your. This is also 100% het desert ghost. Same sire. The mom was a super pastel fire butter. And unfortunately I got 5 eggs out of that clutch, and 4 didn't make it. 2 were slugs out of the 5. That left 3 eggs. 2 of those eggs went bad and moldy after about 2 weeks, and I had 1 little egg left, and I promise you it was a tiny little egg. I didn't think it was gonna make it, and this is what came out of that little egg. A little female pastel 100% het DG, and she's still so tiny. She's had 1 meal. Took her 13 days to have her first shed. I really am super stoked to have this girl in my collection, and we've got a couple more 100% het desert ghosts that are currently in the incubator, or in their eggs at the moment. So guys, on that note, it's just before 20 minutes. I'm gonna go and edit this video, and hopefully the music and the background music is great. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and you would hit the notification bell and join the journey of North Coast Constrictors. We're wonderful to have you. We've got great content, upcoming content. I'm going to do a few educational videos coming up. So basic, I'm going to go back to basics. I'm going to show how to start if you're a first-time breeder. I know a lot of guys don't go back and watch my first videos. Some of the guys that have subscribed to my channel later, you know, we don't. Actually, I'm advising you, don't go and scroll back and watch my very first videos when I first started making videos, because they're terrible, they're crap. Okay, I've gotten used to the camera and I can kind of maybe present myself a little bit better. But if you had to watch my first videos, you'd just be like, oh my God, who's this guy? Move on to the next video. Alright, so I'm going to be redoing some of those entry-level videos to show how, if you're a very first-time ball python breeder, you've got your first snake, you've got your first racking system, you've got a couple of males, you've got a whole bunch of females, you want to start pairing them up, and you want to know how to do it, temperature, humidity, all of those things. I'm going to start dropping a couple of those videos, and not for the advanced ball python breeder, they're purely for a beginner ball python breeder. We are going to be doing some of those videos, so please guys, if you are a new breeder, if you like this kind of content and you're looking for something like that, hit like and subscribe, because that kind of stuff is coming up. Alright, take care and have a happy new year if I don't drop another video before then. Cheers for now.